Welcome to the fall of Portland. It only gets worse. You see, here's how the scenario plays out. Wild, violent leftists go around smashing up businesses and destroying everything. Then more moderate Portlanders decide to leave. The only people who remain are those who are okay with far left extremists romping about and destroying everything because they like the leftists. Now we can see Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler trails challenger Sarah Iannarone by 11 points according to DHM poll. All Portland area, city, and county measures are expected to pass. 11 points. Now, who is this lady? Andy No says, Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler is polling double digits behind the self-described Antifa mayoral candidate, Sarah 2020. Look at the skirt. She has a skirt with Che Guevara and Mao on it. She's wearing a Chairman Mao skirt. Portland, you were a great place. You know what's really awesome? Secret Aardvark hot sauce. Talk about delicious, fresh out of Portland. I think Portland also has, what is that, Voodoo Donuts or whatever, supposedly also really, really good. Yeah, those small businesses going full commie soon. You're not going to be Chairman Mao. Wow. That's great. That's great. That's where Portland's going. 11 points. It's what you can expect, they say. The results were presented at a PBA meeting last week. Wheeler polled at 30% to Iannarone's 41%, with the remaining 29% of surveyed voters split between writing in a candidate. Wow! 29% want to write in. They're like, both are awful. Ted Wheeler's trash. It's like one of the worst mayors we have in the country. But you want to put an Antifa mayor in? The majority says yes. That's going to be pretty fun and exciting, huh? 16% wanted to write in. 13% were undecided. It's an especially notable result given the poll was not conducted by either campaign, though PBA is supporting the mayor. Ugh, gross. That's the Portland Business Alliance. The results are somewhat surprising given that Iannarone's finished more than 20 points behind the mayor in the primary, in which Wheeler received nearly 50% plus one of the votes required to avert a runoff. At the same time, Wheeler has faced intense criticism. This we understand. Update 5 p.m. The mayor's campaign said internal polling shows the mayor will win in November. Our internal polling shows that we're in a position to win and that we will have a clear path to victory. Most voters are just tuning into this race, and that's why such a large number of respondents in the polls are undecided. We are confident that once voters have the opportunity to get to know both candidates, these numbers will move decisively in Ted's direction. Well, change isn't always a good thing, but let me tell you what happens. People hate Ted Wheeler. People in Portland seem not to like the guy. And now polling is showing that he's really down. They don't know who Sarah Iannarone probably is. You see, they're going to go in and they're going to see Ted Wheeler and go, ugh, think again. Check anyone else but this guy. And then what do you get? You get the Antifa mayor, dude. It's going to be great. Well, I hope all of you have been paying attention to everything that's going down because I got to tell you, the way the media is playing everything, the way the Democrats are running everything, it's like 2016 Redux. And you better show up your defenses because you quite literally are going to see Portland get an Antifa mayor. You want that? I didn't think so. Most people probably don't. But let's take a look at this. I want to show you something. Michelle Obama calls Donald Trump a racist as she pleads with undecided voters to end 4 years of chaos and vote for Joe Biden like your lives depend on it. You mean the chaos that you have wrought? No, thank you. I mean, at least not for me, but please, undecided voters, please go vote. And if you are a decided voter, please go tell your friends to vote because, I don't think we want the people who have been sowing the chaos to win. You want to know what I really love about this Michelle Obama thing calling Donald Trump a racist? It's this story right here. Critics tear into Joe Biden for saying wealthy people were able to stay home during lockdown because some black woman was able to stack the grocery shelf. This dude's a racist, man. Joe Biden's been racist for 50 years. Nobody called Donald Trump a racist till he ran for president. That's a fact. Okay, for the most part, I'm sure people are calling him racist because of the Central Park 5 circumstance. But for the most part, Donald Trump was considered to be like a civil rights, award winner, and he was a celebrity. People liked him, people hated him, but he wasn't really thought about all that much. You have Joe Biden, who worked on the crime bill in 1994, which resulted in a lot of black people going to jail. You had Joe Biden, who was heavily criticized by Kamala Harris, who basically called him a racist. Now Michelle Obama is claiming that Donald Trump is racist, not to vote for him. Okay, I'll tell you what. I got an idea. I will avoid the most. I'm going to try and reduce the amount of racism we have to deal with. All right. In that case, I tell you what, Joe Biden is way worse than Donald Trump if you want to play that game. Joe Biden has 47 years of proof that he's done nothing to help anybody. And Donald Trump has just about 4 years of proof that far from perfect, but things have been pretty good. The economy was great. People trust Trump on the economy more. So I don't think this is going to work. They tried it in 2016. This idea that you can play to the farthest of the far left and keep going, like that will somehow result in a victory for you, to me is the definition of insane. It's the definition of insane. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different outcome, but you're getting the same thing. I know it's not the literal definition of insane, it's the internet's definition, but this is what you get. Joe Biden's campaign released a 24-minute video from former First Lady Michelle Obama, 24 minutes, where she tears into Trump's record. She accuses Trump of using fear and confusion and spreading lies to win. So are they, man. Let's be real. Donald Trump says in Joe Biden's America, you get riots. And then the left responds, this is your America, Donald Trump. Yeah, it's both true. Donald Trump is the president now. I'm not going to blame him for the riots that are happening in Democrat cities. But I will tell you this. Both sides are claiming that, whoever wins, you'll get more violence. The Democrats have been saying the same thing. If Trump wins, it'll be violence. Only if Joe Biden wins will there be a clean transfer of power. Yeah, sure. That's not going to make me vote for you, dude. And I'll tell you what, you're the rioters, not the Trump supporters. So I'm going to go with the guys who aren't going around smashing up all the windows and screaming in people's faces. And you guys can do whatever you want, screeching about racism on the internet. She goes on to say, she said, Americans are being sold lies from people who want to get rich or stay in power, or sometimes both. Yeah, that's you, dude. That's Joe Biden, man. The desperate attempts to lie, cheat, and steal for power. Accuses Trump and his allies of stoking fears about black and brown Americans and lying about how minorities will destroy the suburbs. When did he ever say that? Trump didn't say that. Trump criticized the plan they had for bringing low-income people into suburbs. Maybe you can criticize Trump for that. They want to urbanize the suburbs. That's the Obama plan. They want to bring in trains and low-income housing. And Trump has been critical of it, saying they'll destroy the suburbs. I don't think he specifically referred to black and brown Americans. In fact, Black Lives Matter is overwhelmingly white. So you want to talk about the rioters? They're white people. The video comes after Trump returned to the White House from Walter Reed and resumed campaign tweets. Yeah. Let's be honest. Right now, our country is in chaos because of a president who isn't up to the job, says Michelle Obama. No, it's in chaos because every single thing Trump does is wrong. And I don't mean that literally. I mean, there is no circumstance where the media will ever give Trump a good day. I think even Nate Silver said this. After Trump took out the most wanted man in the world, al-Baghdadi, people were like, well, Obama, Trump actually, Trump signs this historic peace agreement, and they're like, it's actually bad for Palestine. If you can't give Trump credit on anything, I'm not going to believe you. I think you're lying. Now, I'll tell you this. I said a while ago that if Michelle Obama ran, she'd probably win. That's what I thought. Upon seeing this video, my opinion's completely changed. I don't think she would win at all. I thought because she was an Obama and she was a very popular former first lady, she'd probably win. But I see the video like this and I'm like, y'all tried that last time. And Gallup is showing us that enthusiasm, while high, is not remarkable. We're on track for a typical election year. Nothing special. No increased voter turnout. No one's going to come out for Joe Biden. Nobody would come out for Michelle Obama. And that's it. That's the end, man. The Democrats may actually lose because the only thing they have, because they have no policy victories, is, but Trump is bad. But Trump is bad. That's about it, man. How many times can you tell me that and expect me to believe it? At a certain point, I just kind of tune you out. I think there was a potential for a real a voter surge among Democrats if only they shut their mouths. Now people are just tired of it. Like, oh, I'm sick of hearing about this, man. I don't care. Yeah, and they'll tell you that Trump fatigue is bad for the president. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Is America the kind of country where somebody will do the opposite of what they're told, or they'll do exactly what they're told to do? I don't know. I think the bigger question is, will this Antifa mayor actually win? Because that has bigger implications for how you live. If you're in Portland, man, my thoughts and prayers to you, man. because you are going to have an extremist, violent, narcissistic lunatic as your mayor. You thought Ted Wheeler was bad. Wait till you get an Antifa zealot as your mayor. Then it's going to get crazy. I don't know to tell you, man. I am genuinely worried for what's to come in Portland if people allow something like this to happen. I am genuinely worried for what's to happen in this country if the Democrats and the establishment regain control. The progressive left, in my opinion, is blind by their own rage. They're saying, you know, orange man bad, orange man bad. Well, you're marching in lockstep with the establishment. And I'll tell you this, if the establishment wins, you will never get back into office. You will never get anywhere close to it. Trump winning is the best bet to defeat the establishment and then bring in a real populist. The Democrats won't do it. They hate Bernie. They hate AOC. And they got them to pull back on a lot of their policies too. So you reap what you sow, man. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up at 10 a.m. on this channel. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all next time.